Hi, Ashley Aylor here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm actually going to be showing you how simple it is to do a quick highlight and contour. This is just a basic highlight and contour. Say you just got your products possibly in the mail, or maybe you're looking into how to do this and you're interested in a color match. If so, you can click the link below and message me. I would love to get you color match, and also you can click the link below to join my VIP Facebook group, where you can see a ton of looks, a ton of different colors and varieties and looks of the day and me going live and all that fun stuff. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into it. So the very first thing, I am using the 30-second hack brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this butt end. I like to apply my contour first because, you know, as a kid, when you're learning to color, you're learning to color in the lines, right? So it's kind of the same concept, but with your makeup. So all you need to do is pick up just a little bit. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually depositing that in. So quick little dabs, and you're going to apply it to your forehead. Now, if you have a larger forehead and you want to kind of give the illusion like your forehead's a little bit smaller, there's really no limit of how far you can bring this down. The further down, the smaller you will give that illusion that your forehead is a little bit smaller. But like I said, but I just like to do it like this, right? And then I like to make sure it's blended in my roots as well. That way that hairline isn't white. Then I'm going to pick up some more product. And next place I'm going to go is right here. You want to find that tip of your ear and kind of hug that cheekbone. And then because my face is a little bit smaller, I actually bring it slightly up. And you're going to stop at the iris, the middle of the iris. Okay, that's the proper place to go ahead and stop. And so you're seeing how I'm getting here and I'm going like that. So that's what you're going to do. Let me set this down real quick. Okay. Now I'm going to apply some more. And excuse my house, we bought it recently. We've been renovating. So you may see some painter's tape in the background, doors off hinges, baseboards, it's all part of renovating your space. So all right, so I'm just going to apply this. Once again, it looks like I'm swiping, but I'm really just quickly depositing that product in. All right, because that's kind of what sets the product. You don't want to just smear it. By dabbing it in, that's what really sets the product. And then here I am doing a little bit of a swiping motion just on my jawline, which will be the next place to chisel out. And then you want to make sure that it's blended in, down, and blended down. And then I'll actually pick up my contour with my finger right here. And the closer together you do the lines, the more narrow you will make your nose appear, right? So I'm just doing it just like right literally where the bone is or whatever. Okay, now you're going to go in with this end, which is kind of the cone end. And that brightest highlight of yours is what I'm going to use first. That is basically a concealer. So all you need is a little bit. And then I just like to go right here and down the bridge of my nose. Okay. And then here as well. And then I'm going to go right here. Then I'm going to pick up the main highlight, which is the one that's closest to the actual tone of your face. And I'm going to put it right here. Here as well. All around here. I'm trying to be careful too because I just got my eyebrows done, so I'm really not supposed to be putting product on them. And then when I had my brightening highlight, I forgot one little step, which is easy. So I'm going back with my brightener to go underneath the eye because you want to make sure you are getting that underneath your eye real good. And even on the eyelid, because if you're going to wear eyeshadow or anything, this works great as a primer for your eyes, for your eye makeup. Okay, so I am just going back, and where you first initially place that brush right after you have dabbed it in that product, that's where it's going to deposit the most product. Okay, so keep that in mind. So you don't want to do it right near your eye, like your eyeball. All right, now what I'm going to do, because I think I have a generous amount of the makeup. You just want to make sure you have makeup applied everywhere so that way when you go to blend, you have something to blend. It looks like I have a good little bit to work with. Now you can use, if you got the 30-second hack brush, which is the brush I definitely recommend starting with. You can blend with the butt end, or I have my sponge right here. And what you do is you first wet it under lukewarm water, squeeze it real tight, then let it fill up again, squeeze it real tight, let it fill up again until it's fully, you know, expanded, and then just wring it out as hard as you can, and then put it in a towel and really like sit on it. I don't care if you gotta sit on it to get the water out, if you just gotta like hold it really tight, whatever you gotta do. When it's done, it should just barely be like damp, not wet, nothing should come out of it. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to dab, 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 dab. And that is going to blend your product, okay? So, and this is not something you have to have. You absolutely can just use your brushes. And if you are blending with your brush, you'll use this end. And one tip is you don't want to cause your, what is it? I'm trying to say like dimension, right? You don't want that to fade and disappear, so you want to go along with the colors, the contour that you've put on there, and just dab, 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 dab. All right, because you don't want to be like swipe, 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 because then that defeats the purpose of you contouring and giving it that chiseled look to have that dimension. All right, then here you can even, the whole goal is to make this come up. Never bring it down. You can twirl it kind of like, and then make sure the end, it's blended in well so it doesn't look like this line just coming straight out of your face. And then if you're using your brush, what I like to do is I'll kind of go back and forth, and then I'll bring it up. So that way you're never taking that product over, back and forth, because then it totally defeats the purpose of you contouring your face. So now I'm going to go back with this, just getting that really blended in. And then once you feel like you have it really blended in, then you're going to go on with your lip and cheek, okay? And I think this is really good blended in. I'm standing in front of a window trying to use the natural sunlight. So once you feel like that is all blended and your contour is blended in with your highlight up here and, you know, your cheek and everything, and you're gonna choose your lip and cheek. So, whoa, I'm dropping stuff over here. So the next thing you're going to do is go ahead, and you can absolutely use this end if you'd like. Even your sponge, some people use their sponge. I think what I'm going to apply today is this one. It is called Sadie. It's a real pretty nude pinkish color. Since it's fall and I'm in workout clothes, I'm about to go back to Home Depot and pick up my son. Just kind of deposit on there. And the idea of it is you want it to kind of like run into your contour, right? So I like to dab. You can swirl if you'd like. And then see how it's just supposed to just kind of meet that contour, right? I hope I'm applying the same color. And then if you want long lasting, you can apply a matte first and then maybe a sheer on top of it. So there is some Sadie applied on me. Pretty little nude pink, like perfect for fall, as you can see. That one. Now, I'm just gonna pick some up with my finger and apply it on my lips. And that is literally a full highlight and contour, aside from the illuminator, which I'm gonna pick up. And let's say I want to choose a different brush. Let's see, I want this brush. I think a real pretty color for Sadie, if I want to stay in the kind of pinks, is this real beautiful color. It is called Photoshop. You're gonna just pick it up, brush it right there. Isn't that gorgeous? Then here, And then I'm not going to do eyeshadow or anything, but you would take it here if you'd like to. Here, you can even go on the bridge of your nose. You can even go right here. And you can even go on the outsides right here. So that is the full highlight and contour. I just did that full face makeup walking you through it in no time. So if you have your products, that is how you apply it. Don't worry, practice makes perfect. I was not perfect at this when I first started out. In fact, I had never done any highlighting or contour prior to this makeup a few months ago. And I just caught on just like that. My first couple attempts were not the best, but they weren't the worst either. So give yourself some grace. You'll definitely get it. And just practice, practice, practice. And then also another thing is, if you're maybe considering the makeup, you have not gotten it yet, but you would like to get a personalized color match, just message me. I'll link that below where you can hop in my DMs and I would be more than happy to color match you. And then also join my VIP group where you can see more looks, more lives, more tips and tutorials. And be sure to like this video if this was helpful and subscribe to my channel for more beauty tips, makeup, and fashion tips. Have a good day.